The UK's most dangerous offenders, IPPs, or that is what they are labelled as. Now that is what I'm talking about in this video, and primarily I'm talking about Joe Outlaw. Now Joe Outlaw is an IPP who has been in solitary confinement for 20 months, and he is a massive amount over his tariff. His original tariff was 4.5 years. He's been in prison for 13 years on a sentence that was abolished. Now, those of you that don't know what IPP is, I will break it down for you. IPP stands for Imprisonment for Public Protection. It was brought out in 2005 or 2004, 2005. The IPPs were brought out in around about 04, 05. And these were reserved for the most dangerous of offenders. Primarily, they were supposed to be for Bacon's nonsense. And if it was kept and used properly, like it was meant to be, then it would have worked. But the judges dished out far too many. There was only supposed to be 1,000 given out, but they gave out nearly 9,000 IPPs. That is 10% of the prison population serving an IPP, which is the same as a life sentence. It was a life sentence for some, but luckily for a lot of us, like myself, who are no longer serving IPP, it has been, or I had mine terminated by the parole board. And a lot on November the 1st this year, 2024, around about 1,200 qualified for the licence period where it was automatically terminated. So Joe Outlaw was given IPP in 2011 for robbery with an imitation firearm. Now Joe had been in and out of prison quite a number of times when he was younger, and this latest one, he had an imitation firearm. He was a drug user out here in the community and lost his way when he was younger, as a lot of young lads do, like I did myself. When you're younger, you don't think you've got anything good going in your life. You don't give a shit. You're not really bothered about your consequences. And he wanted more money for drugs. So he was in a takeaway shop, pulled out an imitation firearms, didn't hurt anyone. It was only, I'm saying only, the shopkeeper didn't know that it was, but it was only a fake gun. And he's pulled it out and said, give me some money. I'm not sure if he got any money or not. But obviously he was apprehended, caught and given IPP with a recommendation that he serve 4.5 years, and he's been in for 13 years. But this sentence was abolished in 2012 because it was deemed inhumane. It was deemed unfit, but guess what? The thousands and thousands of IPPs already serving the sentence were kept on it. Now, the purpose of this video, which I should have said at the beginning, hopefully you are still watching at this point, is that Joe Outlaw, he did actually change his name. He was called Joe Blogs. I can't remember his second name actually. I should have looked it up. But he's obviously had a different name, but I believe he's changed his name. And I believe he might have done it by deed poll, so he is known as Mr. Outlaw now. Now, Joe has a hearing coming up, or a trial, on the 3rd of February next year, 2025. And I am going to help him arrange a peaceful protest outside of Newcastle Crown Court to try and get this case, or get his story heard, and try and help him in his case so that he doesn't get extra time added on, because he is on trial for being an escapee. He was up on the roof inside of HMP Franklin, and he has been prosecuted and charged with escape. Even though he didn't get out the perimeters of the prison, he didn't get over the fence, and he certainly didn't get over the wall. So he has been charged with escaping from prison. When he went to that block from Strangeways last year, which is HMP Manchester, so that was in April 2023 when he's climbed up on the roof in HMP Manchester, formerly known as Strangeways, and he was up there for 12 hours. He took a bit of paint up with him and he took a brush and he wrote on the roof, "Free IPPs." So obviously he's protesting against this sentence because as he well knows, and he wants everyone else to know, that this sentence is inhumane. Like I mentioned, it's been abolished and it should not still be in circulation. So he was transferred up to HMP Franklin, where he was put in the segregation unit. And June that same year, the following month, June 2023, whilst in the segregation unit, he's actually managed to get up onto the roof and again caused a big media outcry. The Chronicle, the Northern Echo, all the local papers were there. Joe was up on the roof for a number of hours, brought back down, being charged with escape, and then transferred down to HMP Belmarsh, where he has been, he got transferred down to Belmarsh, then they transferred him to HMP Whitemore, and he's been in the segregation unit for 20 months.